Do you know what's the average salary for Maxima's cashier?
In Latvia? It's around 200 lats.
And in Lithuania, it's more or less the same.
More or less the same, yes.
As spokespeople. Why it is so little?
Well, as you know, we work in a free market situation, and well, those levels are set majorly by the market. So even if leading company, leading retail chain would like to set a new level for cashiers and other sales assistant salaries, it would be difficult if other market players would go another direction. You know, some time ago we were experiencing competition from small companies which were paying salaries unofficially in envelopes. And when it was very hard to compete paying official salaries even on those low levels. So now the situation has changed, and we are in a much better environment, better socially. And I guess that...
But the answer to the question why you don't pay more, why it's such a small salaries?
Well, you know,
well, usually
the salaries are defined by many conditions, and if we pay more to the cashiers, then we need to pay even more to store managers, and then perhaps everybody needs to pay even more for the teachers and doctors and ministers and so on. Yeah, so it is a part of social environment, and there are jobs which are paid less. Now, I agree, and that some changes need to be brought, and
so I'm just asking you, I'm surprised about your answer, because usually employers are saying we cannot pay more because we have no money. But it's not the case in Maxima, because in last 2 years Latvia's Maxima paid out 33 million euros or 23 million lats in dividends. Latvia's Maxima profit for the same period was 16 million lats or 23 million euros. So as we can see, it's not the case when you don't have money, so why you cannot raise the salary?
No, I don't deny that. You are talking figures of 2 years, right? And I can only remind that all that money was reinvested in Latvia. So it's not dividends which go to pockets of shareholders who buy fancy cars or villas.
Could you mention an example? Where did you reinvest the 23 million lats, for example? It's a big amount of money. In what exactly
like
you
Zolitude,
bought?
Premises like we bought in Zolitude.
But it doesn't cost 23 million still, it's a big amount.
But we bought a number of stores. And also, you know, we're buying not only stores, but also pieces of land for the future developments and renovating our stores. If you count how much Maxima invested in Latvia and took away, I'm sure that the balance is very positive for Latvia. Through all years Maxima operations in Latvia. So again, but we talked about the salaries, and answering your question, I would say that you know, every owner would be happy to pay more. I don't believe that there are owners who are kind of sadistic persons who feel pleasure not to pay their employees, their workers.
Yeah, but this is also saying what always says employers. I would be happy to pay more, but I have no money, or second version, I have to invest back in the business. And then you say, but you just check around, it's the same salaries paid in other supermarkets, for example. And then there comes the question, you are the largest private employee in all Baltic countries. 15,000 people in Lithuania, 7,300 in Latvia. Why you cannot be example and raise a little bit salaries for these people?
At this point, I can only agree with you, and that will be done. I wouldn't like to bring those good news here on a TV show. This must be done by Maxima people, Maxima management. But I was talking a lot about such a situation. We're feeling the pressure from the society. I was meeting two Maxima.
It's good, but where is the result? Pressure, yes, there is pressure, but where is the result?
There will be the result.
When?
Where soon. soon. I think that Maxima workers in Latvia will experience the results, some kind of it, already this Christmas and the New Year. The holidays will be easier for them than a year ago. Then, since the beginning of next year, there will be raise in salaries, there will be simplification of working processes, there will be cut of workload. We are discussing that with Maxima management a lot. And the only thing I want to assure that those changes become long-term measures, not one time.
So if we will meet after 6 months in the same studio, Maxima's employers by that time will have higher salaries.
I'm sure of that. Yes, but I would be happy if you meet the chairman of Maxima Latvia here, and then he or she would be confirming those new
I hope that you will be open, because it's always very hard to speak with Maxima's shareholders or owners or even representatives, because I have this feeling you kind of avoid meeting media. You don't respond. It's always written press answers, press releases, and it's all.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I understand that it could be more difficult in a foreign country. I guess in Lithuania we are more visible and frequently appear on different shows. But yeah, that is also to be changed.